I'm Carley Johnston, and welcome to Comerica Bank Game Day Preview. Today, your Red Wings take on the Washington Capitals at Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. This is the second of 3 meetings between these two clubs this season. The Red Wings lost to the Caps on October 20th at Little Caesars Arena by a score of 4-3 in overtime. The Red Wings entered tonight's contest with a 21-23-9 record. Forward Dylan Larkin still leads the team in points. The Capitals are 32-17-5 on the season so far. Russian superstar Alexander Ovechkin leads their team in scoring. The Capitals currently hold the #1 spot in the Metropolitan Division. Our very own Ken Cal is in Washington with the team and filed this report.
Thanks, Carly. You know, I'd really like to be outside filming Game Day Preview, but it's raining, as you can tell in the background. And did you know that Washington, D.C. gets more rain per calendar year than Seattle? Fun fact, huh? Speaking of rain, the New York Islanders certainly rained on the Red Wings parade on Friday night as they came from behind to defeat the Red Wings 7-6 in overtime. Red Wings want to rebound with a tough game against the Washington Capitals, and the Capitals currently in first place in the Metropolitan Division, 4 points ahead of second place Pittsburgh. The Red Wings practiced in New Jersey yesterday before boarding Redbird 3 en route to Washington, and we caught up with Justin Abdelkader and head coach Jeff Blashill, and they talked about Friday's game against the Islanders and today's matchup against the Washington Capitals.
I mean, it is what it is, you know, believe it or not, it happened, and, you know, we got to correct that, you know, flesh it out. It's unfortunate. Obviously, Birds didn't have an intent to, you know, I didn't think it was that bad, but, you know, put a refs in a position to call it. You know, sometimes they will, but Penalty kills, I think, done a really good job. You know, most of the year, it was one of those things that just kind of felt like it snowballed on us a bit. And they got 1, they got 2, and then 3 and 4. So, you know, we'll obviously correct some things, and you know, we're facing another good power play tomorrow in Washington.
Well, there's not one thing you can do about it. That's one, except for learn. So you can't. You can't go get yesterday back in life. All you can do is learn from it and then move forward. So we have to move forward. You know, the lesson there. We got to make sure we're disciplined. We got to be ultra committed, like playoff hockey, to blocking shots. And then we got to do lots of things we did. We played fast. We were on top of them. We played great hockey for you know, for certainly 40 minutes, if not 55 minutes. Even though they pushed a little bit in the beginning of the third, we got to do the same thing tomorrow. That's the hockey that makes us successful. I think our guys understand that. We got to go tomorrow and play the same way.
Here are the keys to this afternoon's game against the Washington Capitals. One thing we know for certain, the Red Wings penalty kill must be better. It can't allow 4 power play goals like they did against the Islanders. And the Washington Capitals have a terrific power play led by Alexander Ovechkin. He's got the big shot, but the Red Wings cannot allow the Capitals to get set up on that power play. Also, take away the time and space. If the Red Wings can do that, they could come away with the 2 points. And before I throw it back to you, Carly, here's a history lesson, because we're in Washington, D.C. Betsy Ross used to help the soldiers out on the battlefield by making soldier cookies for them. That's right, she'd put them in the oven for 60 seconds, pull them out of the oven, and therefore they became the first Minutemen. Back to you.
Thanks for the report, Ken. You can catch all of today's action on 97.1 The Ticket with Ken Cal and Paul Woods, or on Fox Sports Detroit with Ken Daniels and Darren Elliott. Coverage begins at 2:30 p.m. and puck drop is at 3. For exclusive content, make sure to follow all of Detroit Red Wings social media channels. Thanks for watching this episode of Comerica Bank Game Day Preview. For Ken Cal, I'm Carley Johnston.